Okay, so you can see I have it all cleaned out, nice. Just going to give it a squirt with the WD here. Okay, so the thing with this is, you don't want to beat on this with a hammer. What I do, and I've done it a few times before, is I usually take a piece of pressure treated and lay it right over top, because you want something that's going to give you full surface area of the bearing. I can't find any pressure treated right at the moment. That's the length I need, so I'm going to use this. And I've used it before, you can see, for other things. So here we go. I'm going to move the camera out of the way. And I'm just going to give it a couple of gentle taps and see how it's going. You don't want to get it in there cockeyed, and you want to stop before you have any major issues, for sure. Okay, you can see I have the bearing flush, and there's a few splinters. That's why I like to use the pressure treated. Even that'll splinter off. But I also want to mention that you know, as you're doing this, when you initially start tapping this in, you definitely want to check it to make sure that it's going in straight. And if it's not, you need to make adjustments. So for example, if this side seems to be sitting down further than this side, then you want to tap on this side. And you need to do that you know, up until the thing's probably a quarter to halfway in, because obviously once it's in that far, it can't go sideways. But you definitely want to kind of watch that along the way. All right, so here's what we're going to do now. I'm going to use the old bearing, and I'm going to match the race up. I'm just going to tap that in. Alright, I feel good about that. I'm looking around the bottom here. Now the other thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to spray this all out with WD-40, get all the wood pieces and all the grit and everything that I've banged in there, and so we can have a nice clean bearing to work with. Okay, so now the fun task of putting it back together. So we're just going to put our circlip back in. And you can see I'm doing this in the first take, which I feel pretty good about, because I was thinking I would maybe do one and then I would film the second one, but things went pretty smoothly. Okay, again, circlip removers, well worth the money. Go get some if you don't have them. Okay, what I like to do before I put everything back, and it's not necessary to do this, but you can see all of the dust and debris that sits in where these bushings go and so forth. I just like to spray them out and kind of wipe them out. I don't want to leave the WD-40 in there because it may collect more dust, but just to get as much of that out of there as I can. It just probably doesn't make any difference at all, but makes me feel better, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll put it back together, and then I've got the other side to do. Okay, I should mention that now is a good time to inspect all your CV boots, at least on the sides that you're doing, because obviously it would be a good time to change those. This side looks good to me, and these are the factory boots. I have changed them on the other side, though. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting this back together. Okay, I don't know if you noticed earlier, or maybe I've cut it out. This popped out of here on the top. Okay, I'm just going to take a jack and compress this shock, because it's since relaxed a little bit, so I can't get this top bolt in. Okay, so again, these were 5/8 down here. This was 9/16. And we have our brakes. And these were 1/2 inch. And I just used a wrench to get to them. You could use a socket and extensions and maybe a universal or something, but okay, don't over tighten. Just make sure you can get it back out again and make sure it's not going to fall off. Okay, again, this was pretty tight. Maybe I'll look up the foot-pounds of torque for those of you who want to know what that is. Alright, that's it for this side. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this was helpful. Please leave questions and comments below. I'm going to take a little break and I'm on to the other side because my Type A personality won't allow me to just change one. Alright, thanks for watching.